Are you ready to make a shift out of the matrix into a more sustainable way of life? In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 tips that are going to help you exit the matrix and start building the life of your dreams. The first tip is to stop being a victim, okay? This means taking responsibility for your current situation. See, wherever you find yourself is because you put yourself there. Make no mistake, no one else put you there but you. So if you are trying to make a shift, right? Stop being a victim. Stop giving your energy and your power to other people. Take that back, internalize it, and take responsibility. See, power and responsibility go hand in hand. When you start to take responsibility for your life and you stop being a victim, when you start to empower yourself to actually make the changes that you know are necessary in order to get where you want to go, you will see your entire life transform. So that's tip number 1. Stop being a victim, okay? Lots of people use this as an excuse. They continue to find excuses for why they can't do what they really want to do. Whether it's money, or whether it's their job, or whether it's their circumstances and where they're living, or who they're connected with, whatever it is, they always have an excuse. So stop being a victim, stop creating excuses, and start creating solutions to the problems that you're faced with. Change your relationship with adversity. That way you can grow into a greater version of yourself. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to plant your roots, okay? Recognize what you are connected to and get very clear about that. Be clear about the connections that you want to make. What are the things that are you connected to? Because your power comes from what you're connected to. So this means you're gonna have to cut out the nonsense. See, the matrix is a vortex, right? That's why they have this whole system of debt where they make you feel like you're enslaved. When you're in debt, you're basically a slave because you owe someone something. You owe, but who are you owing this to, right? It's our birthright to be around abundance and cultivate this. When we start to tap into our cosmic connection, this becomes very real for us, very vivid. But see, first you have to let go of those toxic environments and those toxic connections that are holding you back, those things in your life that are preventing you from actually becoming who you want to be. Let that go so that you can expand and grow. So that's the second tip. Get your roots in, okay? Connect back with your ancestors, connect back with your past, with everything that you went through. Learn from that, apply the knowledge, and then grow into your next form. That's tip number 2. Get really clear about your roots. Tip number 3 is put the work in. If you really want to exit the matrix, it's not going to be something like you just wake up and all of a sudden you're out, okay? This is you spent your entire life growing up in the matrix more than likely. So this is all about detaching and deprogramming all these obsolete programs, right? And then starting to put in the actual work. Like, I'm sweating. I just ran up the mountain. I was punching the punching bag. I'm feeling good. I got my energy up. And that's really what you got to do. You got to get sweating. You got to put the work in. You got to let go of those excuses, okay? Because when you stop creating excuses and you start creating solutions and you really invest in your health, invest in your wealth by applying yourself to see the results that you want to see, then your entire life is going to transform. See, there's no workaround doing the work, okay? There's no shortcut or easy path. I mean, there's easier paths that you can take for sure, but you won't arrive at the same end goal. If your end goal is truly to shift out of the matrix, to get out of an unsustainable system and to connect back with your roots and connect back with nature, then you're gonna have to put the work in, all right? You need to get on your money game. You gotta figure out a way to sustain yourself. You gotta get on your energetic game. You gotta get on your relationship game and building these connections. Everything functions together. So very simple. First tip, stop being a victim. Second tip, find your connections. Get rooted, okay? Get rooted, get rooted, get rooted. Anytime you want to raise your energy up. See, the issue is when you try to raise your energy up in the system and you're not rooted, all that energy is just going to get taken from you because it's not flowing properly. So it's just going to leak in different ways through different addictions and different toxic relationships and emotional disturbances in your life. And you're just going to leak all that energy out. But when you have roots, you can actually cycle that energy in a balanced way. So get your roots on point. And then the third thing, make sure that your vision is clear, that you know where you want to go, and then put in the work. Plant the seeds now and then start nourishing those seeds. This is just universal laws. When you start to put in the work, your entire life is going to transform. So real simple video for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to sign up for a consultation and work more closely with me to actually make a shift out of the matrix, then click the link down below and schedule a time to talk. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Aloha and pura vida. Keep expanding.